So the recipe we're making today comes all the way from sunny Florida. It's called Pepe's Coconut Cream Pie. Local foodie Stephen Freese discovered it in his travels to the Florida Keys and is here to tell us the story behind it. You always come up with such interesting recipes.
Well, I always go to a local bookstore and buy local cookbooks to see what they're about.
Sure.
And in this cookbook here, The Flavors of the Florida Keys, there was a recipe for the coconut cream pie we're making today. It's the oldest restaurant in the Keys, built in 1906.
It's
they moved
quite
a few
an establishment, right?
It is. It doesn't look much, but it's great food, and it's been there for a long time. So it speaks for itself, the longevity.
And this is one of their signature dishes.
Yes, it is. And they
desserts?
and they don't serve the traditional key lime pie because they want it to be different. So they came up with this recipe, and it is good.
All right. Well, how do we get started?
Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to have you make that crust that we spoke
about.
I know. We've got
that.
some graham cracker crust in there with some sugar, and the recipe is on the website. And then we're going to add some melted butter. So if you do that, I'm going to get started over here. In this bowl, I've taken 3 egg yolks.
Okay.
Save the whites for something else. And some coconut extract, a tablespoon of coconut extract. And it smells good. That's what you said before.
And
in
great.
here, I have 3 cups of half and half.
Okay.
I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to add 3 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm going to start mixing that and put the heat up a little bit.
Wow, this smells great.
And I'm going to keep whisking that. And the reason I already have the filling made is because this will take some time to cool down and refrigerate. So that I made early this morning.
Oh,
so
you've been baking.
Yeah, I've been baking. And this has got to get thickened, and that will take probably 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
So you're doing well with that,
Thank you, I'm trying.
Yeah. So put
Stephen, should I just put it right in here and mold it in? Okay.
Yeah, just push it in with your gloves if you'd like. And the cookbook, Florida Keys, is just a wonderful book. Great recipes from lots of restaurants. And then I did a column a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a pretty extensive column too, right?
The whole,
the whole
front
there,
page
right?
and then some, yeah. And I scout out places that are sort of less well known, although I did take an excursion to Key West. But Isla Mirada is in the Mid-Keys, about 2 hours from Miami.
Okay. Did you eat a lot of seafood while you were down there?
Sure did. And for those people that did see the column, those shrimp are huge. The
Really?
Key West shrimp, yes.
Oh, that's great.
So it's very relaxed atmosphere in the environment.
I'm heading down there
Keys.
in 2 weeks, actually.
And I'm going to give you some suggestions.
Right?
That's right. That's right. Teresa, you're doing so good with that. So that's a smaller pie shell, so pie plate. So don't worry about yeah, because there'll be no room for that yummy filling.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Now, you always have some fun events happening.
Yeah, believe it or not, Iron Chef Elm City is only 2 months away, and of course, I'm in the process of getting all that done.
And
it's
that's
April
kind of like
28th.
A best of, right?
Yes, it's the Challenge of the Champions.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have 3 returning chefs that have won over the past 5 years. Ben Gaffney from Atticus, and we have the gentleman that owns the Tolly Group of restaurants, Prasad.
Okay.
And we also have Chef Franco Camacho. So they'll be returning on April 28th, and tickets will be going on sale shortly.
Sounds fun.
And then, of course, the walking tours. Spring is almost here, and we'll be starting that up in April as well. And at the college where I am at Gateway Community College, our Cafe Vincenzo, the student-run restaurant, opens this week. Yeah.
How's the new campus working out?
The new campus is gorgeous.
Yeah.
State-of-the-art facility. The students are happy to be in a beautiful college environment.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly add a little bit of this into those eggs. So I don't want them to turn into scrambled eggs.
Okay, that makes sense.
To warm them up. And
should I mix or
you can mix that, sure.
All right.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that back into here. And you can already see it's thickening.
Yeah, it certainly is.
And then I have coconut, shredded sweetened coconut. So we can put that in here.
Okay. So I'm a great sous chef, right?
Yeah, excellent. And while I'm doing this, if you want to take the filling that I already made this morning and put that into your pie.
I will do that.
Boy, this came out great, Teresa.
Glad I could help.
And then I also have some whipped cream that I made up before we went on this morning that we'll put on top of that.
Wow, this smells fantastic.
And take a look at this.
Oh, that's great.
So this is
just what you wanted it to do.
That's exactly what I wanted it to do. And of course, this helps to cool down to room temperature, refrigerate for a couple of hours after you put it into the pie shell. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay.
So this is just about done.
Should I grab that whipped cream?
Sure. Get that whipped
Why
cream.
doesn't this look pretty? I'm sure it's going to taste great.
It's going to taste great because we're doing it so fast. So of course.
Don't worry, I got it. We got it. Now, how do you put this on top?
Let me get you another spatula.
We almost had a disaster with the whipped cream, but I saved it. Now, does it go all over?
Sure, why not? Rather than putting a little dab on each, let's be generous.
Just spread it out.
Just spread it out. And I did not put any sugar in there. That's just a heavy cream whipped up because it's sweet enough.
This is
What's
really
underneath
a masterpiece.
Oh, we'll fix that up for you.
Thank you.
Don't
All
worry
right, Stephen,
about it.
we're just about out of time. The recipe's going to be over on WTNH.com. Thanks so much for being
Always
here.
a pleasure, Teresa.
Coming up next on Stage 8, prepare to be inspired. Troy Scopoletti performs right after the break. We'll be right back.
I'm a husky.